important thing about trends is that there are two ways to deal with it. One is to find what the next trend is, or get a trend to follow. So, which means either you can be a leader or you can be a follower. And in business, if we have to do well, I think it's critical to be a leader and not to follow. So in our restaurant business, especially in QSR and casual dining, if I had to focus on that and we were to look at what the trends could be and how do we find that what is going to happen, then we need to have the ability to understand that where the world is moving, and it may not be in your field because that is where you want to take lead. And you may want to take lead from other ancillary industries at times, the way people live, and then follow it in your industry. Or at times, you can create trends. At times, you can do things which other industries will follow. So, there are many industries which are linked in a way, and we may not see them. So, for instance, fashion and food, or garment and food, these two industries or food service, they are interweaved or interlinked. The dependence of garment, especially aspirational garments, is highly dependent on the food services restaurant industry. Today, most of us, when we go out and eat, that's the time when we like to dress well. And imagine if there is the growth of restaurant industry happens, the fashion industry drop is seen immediately because less people are going out, less people are dressing well. So that's something which we would normally in restaurant industry, we would not think that we are impacting a fashion industry or garment industry, and that's something that they are tracking us. Now, for us as restaurant industry people, what is it that we are tracking? And to create trends is one thing, but I think if we can see that where the world is going, so we largely believe that what is happening around us, we are able to gather that information in some way and use that as a trend, and hopefully that trend is something that we can convert into business. For knowing what a trend is, I think anything around which a conversation is started at different levels, at home, at work, at social, a food conversation that we call. Similarly, in restaurant, it's the same thing. So loosely, if we were to say today, everyone is talking about health, that's a conversation that you would see. And that's something which I would say that in a party in Delhi, if I were to see what the trends are, and if I were to convert that into a business opportunity, set of friends meet at home, everyone is talking about losing weight, everyone is talking about health, and probably the other thing which women may be talking is how to find a new maid, how to retain a maid. Which means that these two are food conversations. How do you find opportunity in that? What is the trend that you can create from this? Now, when a conversation starts, not always consumption starts immediately. Talk or conversation precedes consumption. At times, the conversation time is very large, the lag is too much, and if you act on that very quickly, you may actually be a leader, but it may not make great business sense. So you have to time it in a way where the size of that conversation is phenomenal. And you have to also understand that where is it going. So health, the way it is being talked, if we were to bring that emotional change in that, most of the time, most people are looking at weight loss because they want to look good. So looking good becomes aspirational, and anything that we start as in our restaurants, something which is new, if we can create foods which will make us look good, is the trend that will be a derivative of that food conversation. So if I were to say that today health is being talked about, so should I read this that I should start a health food restaurant? Maybe not. Because we have to understand our category of business where taste is paramount. And there may be a dichotomy between health and taste. Perception of health is that if it is healthy, it may not be tasty. Yet you want to deliver something which is healthier. In that, I would like to position it in a way that if I were to create a trend, that these are foods which will make you look good. This is, and I'm not talking healthy. I'm focusing on taste, but tasty food. So I'll give you an example from our products, and this is something which we did many years ago. We launched Sanjeev Kapoor Tandoor many years ago, which was tapak, tapak, tapak. It takes out extra oil. But all the foods that we were talking about tangdi kebab, we were talking foods which were delicious, mouth-watering. So, and every time we said that how it will make you look good. That trend, which that was actually 11 years ago, that's something in product that work, in restaurant will start to work. As long as we understand that what we want to deliver is something what the person wants to hear. We, unfortunately, in restaurant industry, we do not have the power to spend too much money that we can influence minds in a very effective way. So if we have to influence minds, we have to be leader in creating trends, then do it in a softer way. I think the need is to be a leader in creating a trend, yet do something in a smart way where you are seen as a leader and not a follower. Thank you.